Jack had a couple of weeks off, back into training last week. Are the squad's feeling kind of rested and ready to go for Ealing on Saturday?
Yeah, absolutely. I think obviously we were in last week, had a few days in, getting the detail right, putting in the plays we want to run and the tactics behind how we're going to beat Ealing. And yeah, we've come in Monday and we're ready to go for the week. Really excited.
Of course, it's a big challenge. Played Ealing a couple of times in pre-season. They've obviously had some fantastic results this time, but all to play for if we can go down there and get the right results.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, it comes down to 80 minutes of rugby, doesn't it? We know what we've got to do, go down there to get the win and get the points and put ourselves in the best position to get into that playoff spot.
How much analysis have you done and what are you expecting from them on Saturday?
Well, yeah, I mean, we know they're a big pack, they're a big team. They live off front football, they live off set piece and kick into the corner with their driving maul game. We've done a bit on them, but I think what we've got to do is what we've been good at all season and focus on ourselves, try and put our game on them, and hopefully that'll put us in a good position to come away with the points.
Well, it's a big week ahead of Ealing. Obviously, it's the second to last game of the season, and the results that the side have had thus far has meant that there's something on the game. And whilst it'd be a massive challenge to go down there and get a 5-point win, it is all still to play for. What have you been telling the lads in training this week ahead of Saturday's game?
Yeah, I think obviously it's testament to the players that we've still at this stage of the season we've still got something to play for. So I think it's they've got to take all the credit for that. I think like I said, we're just approaching it like another week. We know what we've got to go down and do, and we know we've got to be very good, and we know the challenge is pretty ginormous. But it's something we're excited about. I'll be honest with you, we know there's something on the line, but we're excited about just going and playing a game of rugby and testing ourselves against a really good side.
Yeah, you say you know the challenge that Ealing are going to bring. Played them obviously a couple of times in the pre-season Trailfinders Cup. Are you expecting a similar sort of side? Have they adapted since then? What are you expecting from them?
Well, they could put one of 4 teams out, to be honest with you, because they've got a very big squad and a huge wealth of talent. So yet again, like I said, we do concentrate on ourselves quite a bit here anyway. But I think you have to, because you could end up preparing for somebody that's not even playing in the end. We know that they're extremely physical. We know that they like to play at a high tempo off the back of that physicality, and obviously they've got a set piece that can be very dangerous and score a lot of points for them. So we've got a good idea what we're up against. Stopping it's a different matter, or putting our game on them is probably more what we're concentrating on.
Talking about putting your own game on, obviously last time out was here at Bedford, and it's certainly a game of two halves, to use the cliche. First half, not quite the races. Second half, really good performance to secure the bonus point. I'm guessing you're hoping to see more of that second half performance against Ealing in the first half.
Yeah, we had a bit more control. I think, again, I think that the players, I said it before about being in this position, I think they've got to take a huge amount of credit. I said, like the Bedford game, at one point you probably think we're looking down the barrel here a little bit. And and credit to Bedford, I thought they were very good. But at half time, the coaches didn't really have to say that much. We asked a couple of questions and we got some very direct answers back from the players, and then they went out and sorted it. So I think we're looking for more of the second half control that we got, definitely, and just tidying up a few bits of our game. It was a pretty unlike Doncaster-like performance from where we've been this year, but so we got over the line. That was the main thing.
And I know that the phrase of the season has been one game at a time, but the next home game, it's going to be the first time we've been able to welcome fans to Castle Park in something like 430 days. Tickets are now on sale. Regardless of what happens this weekend, that must be a mouthwatering prospect, the chance to play in front of the fans for the first time since you've been in charge of this side.
Yeah, no, fantastic. I think they might get a little taste of it this week down at Ealing, and then hopefully, like I said, it's the atmosphere here is brilliant on the match day, and we're playing some good stuff. So I think it'd be a really good way to depending on what happens with the result, either way, I think it'd be just great to have fans back and get that sort of, at the end of the day, players play rugby because they love playing rugby, but they also like performing in front of crowds, and that's why they do it. So I think the lads will be really excited for it.
Will, back into training this week ahead of a potentially massive game against Ealing. Obviously the challenge is pretty huge, but we can go down there and get a bonus point win. The dream of playoffs is still alive.
Yeah, like we said, if we can go and get 5 points down there, then we're looking at the Nottingham game, so that being a big game to hopefully make the playoffs.
From a personal perspective, you had a really good run recently. Started the last handful of games, couple of tries, some really strong performances. You must be pleased with how you're progressing in the squad this year.
Yeah, it's been nice. Builded like a few games off the bench, then nice to get a couple of starts and some decent performances has come with it.
Of course, if you can get the win, they've talked about it. In a fortnight's time, back at Castle Park, and they'll be able to have just over 1,400 fans play. That must be an exciting prospect.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have family back and fans back in the ground. It's been a long time coming, and hopefully we can give them a good showing.
Confident of getting a result down there at Vallis Way on Saturday?
Yeah, we've got to go with all hope, and then bring it back for the Nottingham game.